Hi there. Okay, so the recipe that we're going to be doing today actually is going to be a two-in-one recipe. I am going to show you how to make marinated tomatoes. The second recipe that we're going to show you today is how to make raw tomatoes. In other words, that's not necessarily sun-dried tomatoes, but dehydrated. So let me tell you about some of the products that I'm going to be using. I love these two oils. These are my #1 favorite oil. This is the Wild Tree Basil Pesto Grapeseed Oil and the roasted garlic grapeseed oil. I love grapeseed oils. I love extra virgin olive oil. And one of the things that I like about the grapeseed oil, Wild Tree grapeseed oil, is that it's expeller pressed and it has a higher flash point, whereas extra virgin olive oil does not. Extra virgin olive oil will burn if you try to fry with it or if you try to do anything to cook with it. And the two seasonings that we're going to use it's called Hearty Spaghetti Blend, Hearty Spaghetti Sauce Blend. This really is an Italian blend. That's what we're going to use for our tomatoes, and the Rancher Steak Rub, because this is just an excellent season. You don't have to use it for seasoning. You just basically use that as a seasoned salt. So here we go. I've combined two of my oils already right here, 1/4 cup of each, and I'm going to go ahead on and just pour that over my tomatoes. You don't have to use a spoon or anything. You just go ahead and just start using your hand. And you see, I'm not really measuring. In a professional cook status, you really don't measure much of your ingredients. You basically do it to taste. And so we're just going to go ahead on and sprinkle that on in there. And there you go. Work it with your hands. You see how that coats. We're going to have a nice dinner tonight. We're going to have a nice pasta dinner tonight. And so therefore, with a nice salad, these seasoned tomatoes with these nice infused flavor oils are just going to be just superb. And you know what? This concludes recipe #1. Alrighty, now for recipe #2, what we're going to do is we're going to make raw tomatoes. You're blending it all together, so it doesn't really matter if you have those end pieces in there. So don't even worry about it. Okay, so what you do, basically, you go ahead on and you marinate. This is my dehydrator. And all you do is you take your tomatoes, just one by one, and you line it up on your dehydrator. You want to get them cut down as small as you can, because then that means less time in the dehydrator. So what we do is we take the top and we put it back on there. If you have another drawer, I do have another drawer. I'm just using this to show you the example. You take it, you go ahead on and you plug it up. But for raw, what I do is I start off with, I'm putting the dial on 105. And so I had this on from the time that I started the video, and it went all night. So let's see what we have going on today. How are these going to look? Let's unmask. They look just like, just like sun-dried tomatoes, but it was a raw ingredient. In other words, a raw procedure done the raw way. So I'm going to take my tomatoes, and what I'm going to do now is do it just like they do in the store. I have my garlic grapeseed oil. I am going to go ahead on and just pour this all on the inside. I am just going to go ahead on and cover it. And there I have some nice dehydrated tomatoes. I can use for any recipe that calls for sun-dried tomatoes. And I'm going to actually do a recipe, sun-dried, well, it's not really sun-dried, but dehydrated dry, Alfredo sauce, vegan Alfredo sauce. So look out for that. Well, that's it. Please share this video if you liked it, and tell me exactly what, and tell me also comment and tell me exactly what you think. Thanks.